We're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Daily Dish. I'm Candice Cooper. I'm your host, and we're here to talk about all things pop culture, conspiracy theory, what the fuck is going on in the world, astrocartography, so much. And yes, my hair is quite in need of a washing. I keep saying I'm going to go in the pool, but I don't want to do freshly washed hair in the pool. And so I'm still hesitating. I had a great day at my studio. I'm fucking thankful. I'm grateful. I'm only 3 years into owning my hair studio. It takes like 10 years to get to where I want to be. So if anyone asks me where I'm going this summer or what I'm doing, I'm building a fucking empire. All right? That's what I'm doing. And it takes a lot of work and a lot of concentration. And yes, my bed it's a mess today, and I don't even care. I really don't. Okay, so I still haven't listened to that guy's complete speech at the Catholic school, at the Catholic college. Now, the last 4 years have just been pure insanity, because if you would have judged me from 2020 to 2022 with like the climate, everyone would have thought that I was like a psycho extremist on one side. I didn't wear a mask. I didn't get the vaccine. I didn't social distance. I didn't do any of that stuff. I don't trust the government. So, hey, Emma, I don't trust the government. So I'm not taking your experimental shot. I'm not being 6 feet apart. I'm not doing that stuff. It was all arbitrary. Dr. Fauci is a fucking fraud. So from 2020 to 2022, people probably thought I was a right-wing extremist. From 1984 to 2019, people thought that I was a granola hippie, whatever. And now 2022 to 2024, I don't know. Like, you just can't put me into a box, because I believe in women's rights, but I also believe in the family unit. I believe in, I believe in people being able to have their own businesses, but I also believe in preserving the environment. So one thing that I could say for sure, and my Catholic school teacher told me this in like second grade, they broke the mold when they made you. She meant that as an insult. I take it as a huge like thumbs up. So you mean I'm a critical thinker? But yeah, I don't know. This guy's speech, I didn't listen to the full thing, so I can't say I agree with it or disagree with it. I don't think that women should be expected to have children and go to work and look cute and take care of the house. Like, no. From 0 to 7, when the kid could go to school, I just don't think that women should have to work. Like, you're expected to cook, clean, go to work, take care of children, take care of yourself, take care of your husband, take care of the animal. Like, no, that's not how it works. That's insane. But on the other hand, I am a woman who has a talent. I'm a hairstylist. I do photography. I am a creative woman. So for me, I'm contributing to society in that way. I don't have children. And I would never have children unless I had a certain kind of lifestyle prior to having the children, and I knew that I would be okay. So it's so confusing, and like, you can't really put me in a box when it comes to everything that's going on in the world, because I'm kind of straddling both sides. Like, a friend of mine posted on her Instagram the other day, the biggest sham society gave to women was saying that they had to go to work every day. Well, Brenda, your 15 minutes is up. And I said to her, ha ha ha, I'm on both sides of the spectrum here, because I believe that if a woman wants to have children and raise a family, she should not have to then also go to fucking work. Because, I mean, how much energy does one person have in a day? But me as a woman who has a talent, like, that's how I give back to society. What I would like to see in the next 20 years is people stop fucking arguing what is right and what is wrong. Some people are really talented and have things to share with the world outside of the home, and some people are really amazing homemakers, and they should be allowed to stay at home and make a home. But it's like the pitting each other, or like pitting everyone against each other. That's like, we gotta get rid of that. That, like, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work for me. I mean, growing up, people would have considered me like a total liberal because I didn't take birth control. I didn't trust the government, didn't ever, I mean, I haven't had a shot since I was 8 years old, you know? So everything's very confusing. In terms of that guy's speech, you know, it's like, if that's what a woman wants to do, I don't think a woman should have to work and take care of the home. I just don't. I don't. That's how I feel about it. All right. R.I.P. to Kate Middleton. Where is she? Now, this is a woman who has worn heels hours after giving birth to children. 3 of them. Where are the fucking kids? Why is Rose fucking Shalmanon, whatever her last name is, why is she hanging out with Camilla? Why is her son doing what George was supposed to do? Where are these fucking kids? Where the fuck is Kate? I don't care. This isn't even conspiracy theory anymore. Where the fuck is the woman? She's married to William. Why did the cousin shoot himself in the head? First of all, I thought that they didn't have guns there. Huh? Oh, everyone's all up in arms about guns. Well, how did he shoot himself in the head? This is why I don't want to fucking hear it about guns or whatever. Like, criminals are going to be criminals are going to be criminals. You could ban guns in every country, state, region. A criminal is still going to get a fucking gun. But if you are not asking where Kate Middleton is, are you not even like a concerned woman? Where are her 3 children? I want to know. If you don't want to know, I don't know why you're here listening to me, because I'm pissed. I think that they killed her. Or, I have so many theories. They killed her. She found out something that she shouldn't have and flipped her shit and took the kids and ran away. But remember, they had her driving in the car with her mom, and then they had her at the farmer's market with William. We all know that that wasn't her. We all know how she holds her head, and it wasn't how that woman was holding her head. So, let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Do you think that Kate Middleton is alive or dead? I say dead. Just hand made that should be Diana and Kate, not Camilla and Rose. Like, what sick fucking upside down world do we live in? And that people are like, la-di-da. I think it's so gross. It just bothers me. Another thing that we could talk about is, if you're a Southern Charm fan, which I have been forever and ever, I watched Southern Charm from the beginning, and we all watched Catherine get sucked into that romance with Thomas. And he, I want to say he pumped and dumped her. He wanted to have kids, he pumped her, and then he dumped her. And there were all those videos that when she was pregnant with Saint and she was drinking and she was smoking, and now that little boy does not look. He doesn't look great. Like, he doesn't, like, you could tell in his features that she was not taking prenatal vitamins. But I think that she's very sheltered. She grew up like her 7th great grandfather or something like that was like the vice president of the United States. So she comes from a very deeply rooted family in America. But I think she grew up very sheltered. And then she thought she was going to have her meal ticket with Thomas. She had his kids. And then he completely dragged her through the legal system, which of course they're going to be on his side because he was a senator and he's a man in the South and he has tons of pull, tons of connections. And she's just a silly little girl from like the South. She's now 3-car pileup. She's got a DUI. She hit a police officer. We know that she had gotten into some controversy over hitting the crossing guard cop at a school. I want to say October, November, December-ish. I think the worst thing that could have ever happened to her was her not being able to smoke pot. I think if she would be able to smoke pot, she wouldn't be drinking. Drinking makes you so much more inclined to make terrible decisions than if you're just smoking pot, ordering DoorDash, and chilling at your pad. That always made me not want to have kids because I don't like to drink, but I used to like love, I will always love smoking pot, but I don't smoke like I used to. But I was just like, ew, the thought of someone taking my children away because I smoked pot. Meanwhile, people are out here smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol, you know, and keeping their kids. There's so many reasons. There are about 10,000 reasons why I didn't have children. That was a huge one. They will vilify one parent, and because he's connected, because he's more of a cocaine guy, more of a drinker, and cocaine leaves your system in a few days, whereas marijuana doesn't, he knew exactly how to nail Catherine to the wall. I don't want to say she's never going to recover from this, but you know, we've watched the reunions with her, we've watched her one-on-ones, and there's so much like inner rage in her. It's become self-destructive, and it breaks my heart. I just don't think that she's ever going to recover. I really don't. It has to come from like internal, but she's always going to turn to things like cocaine and alcohol that leave your system quickly, when really, if she could just smoke pot, she'd be fine. But they vilified her. And we look at Shep, and we look at Austin, and we look at all of those guys, and nobody even bats an eye. And you know that Shep is so fucking unhinged and such an alcoholic, and I'm sure such a partier. And now we see beautiful Catherine. She looked gorgeous in her mugshot. She's just a beautiful woman. And she lost her mom. You know, she has no guidance. She was talking to Pat Alshel for a while and not anymore. I just feel terrible for her. So let's send Catherine our thoughts and prayers. Let's stop attacking. Women should stop attacking each other. Some are homemakers. Some are business women. Some are athletes. Some are artists. Some are cooks. We come in all different forms. It's not just like single childless woman who's married with children, and there's no virtue for either one of them. It doesn't mean you're more virtuous than the other. I don't think I'm better than women who have children, and I certainly don't think that women who have children are better than me. And I just don't think that it should be this like competition. But it is, and it has been for all of eternity, I'm sure. I think it's just divide and conquer. It's always going to be divide and conquer. Like, imagine how much stronger women would be if we all just said, hey, you chose a different path than I did. I'm not threatened by that, and you shouldn't be threatened by me either. That's how I feel, and I'm like sticking to that. I don't care. I don't feel threatened. I don't feel sad about my life. I don't feel, no, oh my God. I wake up every day and like unclick my night guard and I'm like, I love my life. Because I do. And if I would have made different choices, I would not have loved my life as much as I do. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm going to head and have some dinner. I went to Trader Joe's after work. I have a busy schedule tomorrow. It's all good. I'm sending everyone so much love. You know, tell the people who are trying to throw you off your game, kick rocks, bro. Also, I've been drinking that new collagen, and I love it. I think it's good. I think it's really good. I'm starving. I gotta eat. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow.